All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Sunday, where we're going to continue with our NFL sim season. With week number 10, we've got a matchup in the AFC Central here up next for you. It's going to be the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Colts come in at 5-4. When you look at the standings in the AFC Central right now, the Colts are 5-4, the Steelers are 5-4. They are tied with Pittsburgh for first place. Cleveland 1 game back at 4-5, and the Bengals are 2 games back at 3-6. Kind of a tight division, the AFC Central. So a big game here. Taking a look at the standings, Evil Dead is 71-49 on the season. That puts him, 22 games over 500. Grando is 55-37, 18 games over 500. And New England fan, we haven't seen him in a while. He's 23-24. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. All right, let's head out to Cincinnati, Ohio for this one. It'll be the Colts and the Bengals here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the Colts and the Bengals. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports on a rain-swept afternoon in Cincinnati. The Colts at 5-4. The Bengals, they come in at 3-6. Evil Dead's got the Colts in this one. Good to see Evil Dead. He is 71-49 on the season. And the Bengals will get the opening kickoff. We're underway live from Cincinnati. From the 2-yard line, Tyler, comes out with it. Nice return all the way out to the 34-yard line for Tyler in his 5th year out of Florida. The Bengals will have it at their own 34-yard line, led by their starting quarterback, the rookie out of North Carolina, Max Johnson. That's Grando's favorite quarterback, Maximum Johnson, he calls him. The Bengals have struggled this season. They're 3-6. All right. The Bengals have won the AFC Central 5 seasons in a row, but that's in doubt this season as they're 3-6. However, they're only 2 games back of the Steelers and the Colts, who both sit at 5-4. So anything can happen down the stretch. On 1st and 10 in the I formation, Johnson hands off to Granger around the outside, and Eric Granger makes his way out to the 38-yard line. The 3rd year back at UCLA. Here's the Bengal offense. Up front, McKell, Yeri, Cousins, Simmons, and Blandon. And then it's Curtis, Rose, Granger, Austin, and Mosley. A gain of 5 to bring up 2nd and 5. Just underway, live from Cincinnati. A overcast, cool day, 45 degrees, overcast with showers. On 2nd and 5, Mosley in motion. Johnson throws down the middle, caught by Nick Austin, the tight end, all the way down to the 39-yard line. A 23-yard gain to Nick Austin, the 10th-year tight end out of Texas. And that'll be a Bengal first down. He got turned around, but he made the catch. The Bengals are now in Indianapolis territory. At the Colt 39. Opening drive of the game. In the I formation, Johnson under center. Johnson, play action, looking, throws, near side, caught by Curry. And Bryce Curry out to the 39, but a flag is down. Actually, he got down to about the 35. It's going to be holding on the offense. Ty Blandon, the right tackle, the guilty party. That'll back him up. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Bengals now at the Colt 49-yard line. 10-yard penalty. On 1st and 20, Bengals come out in the I. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Granger gets nailed for a 1-yard gain down to the 48-yard line. Let's take a look at the Indianapolis defense. They play a 4-3. Ford and McKinley, Coles and McQuillan up front. Linebackers, Walker, Gaddis, and Phillips. And the secondary, Cox, Ransom, Morrison, and Rucker. A gain of just a yard to be 2nd and 19 at the 48 of the Colts. 6:20 and counting here in the first quarter. 4 wide for the Bengals. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson draws back, steps up, throws. It's picked off by Holmes, going the other way for Indianapolis. Aaron Holmes, the rookie out of Iowa, the defensive back, picks it off for Indianapolis and brings it back to the 42-yard line. And the Bengal drive ends with a pick. And now Indianapolis will take over their opening drive of the game. The ball was kind of overthrown, and Holmes was right there playing center field and got the pick. Starting quarterback for Indianapolis, Hudson Card, the rookie out of Purdue. So we got a couple of rookie quarterbacks in this game for both teams. And this will be the Colts opening drive at their own 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Colts come out. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for Card in the shotgun. Card pump fakes, looking. Card steps up, throws, gets it out to Lattimore. Makes a move, gets downfield. Randall Lattimore out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a 37-yard catch and run for Lattimore. He's run out of bounds by the linebacker, Logan Harris, and that'll be a big first down for the Colts. As Indianapolis is now deep in Bengal territory. Under, 6 minutes exactly left to play here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Colts at the Bengal 31. Colts come out 4 wide. Card in the shotgun. Here we go now. Card looking. Card steps up, throws deep, caught by Francis. And Eric Francis down to the 17-yard line. The second-year receiver out of USC. A gain of 14 more. Another Indianapolis first down. First and 10 from the 17-yard line. 4 wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Card hands off to Lattimore. And Randall Lattimore breaks through and gets down to the 5. A gain of 12. Another Indianapolis first down. Randall Lattimore, the 8th-year back out of Ole Miss, the eldest of the 3 Lattimore brothers. It'll be 1st and goal for the Colts at the 5-yard line. On the tackle, Kim Phillips, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Duke. It'll be first and goal from the 5. Indianapolis comes out. Card in the shotgun. Card to Lattimore. And Lattimore gets back to the line of scrimmage and is tackled by Jarrell Green, the 7th-year defensive tackle out of Syracuse. And that'll bring up second and goal from the 5-yard line. Four and a half minutes left. First quarter. Card under center. Card hands off to Lattimore, and he's in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Randall Lattimore, and the Colts take a 6-0 lead. Indianapolis capitalizes off the interception and turn it into points as they get a touchdown. There you go, Evil Dan. And now P.J. Burke for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Colts lead at 7-0, 4:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. The Colts at 5-4, the Bengals at 3-6. Let's see if Cincinnati can regroup and come back from that miscue. Max Johnson warming up on the sideline. Rookie out of North Carolina. Tony Caban will kick off for the Colts. He does the kickoff duties, the punter. I've noticed that most teams, the punter kicks off. Not all, but most. There's the kick. From the goal line, Tyler brings it back over the 15-20. Corey Tyler out to the 26-yard line. And that's where the Bengals will have it for the second time. They threw a pick on their first drive that the Colts turned into a touchdown. And now this will be their second possession. .4:16 left in the first quarter. First and 10 from the 26-yard line. Let's go. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and Eric Granger to the 27, a gain of a yard. Make it a gain of 2 yards. On the tackle, number 96 for the Colts, Mike McKinley, the 10th-year defensive tackle out of Iowa. Down to 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Bengals come out on 2nd and 8. 4 receivers wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson, a draw play to Granger, and Granger makes his way out to the 35. A gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and inches. Eric Granger, the 3rd-year back out of UCLA. As we watch the replay. On the tackle, James Gaddis, the 5th-year linebacker out of Colorado State. Also on the tackle, number 28, Adam Cox, 7th-year defensive back out of Iowa. It'll be 3rd and inches from the 35-yard line. Bengals come out. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. Picks up the first down. Out to the 39, a gain of 4. First down, Bengals. On the tackle that time, number 94, that's Fordham. Carlos Fordham, the 7th-year defensive end out of Oregon. First and 10 from the 39. Bengals on the move, trying to tie this one up. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Johnson, play action, throws, gets it downfield, but he overthrows his target. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. He was looking for Nick Austin, the tight end. And that'll stop the clock with 2:48 left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals at their own 39. Bengals come out in the offset eye.
Let's go. 190.
Johnson drops back, throws outside to Granger, and Granger is going to lose 3 yards back to the 36-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, Adam Morrison, 4th-year safety out of Auburn. And that'll bring up 3rd and 13. Been a rough year for the Bengals. They're 3-6 coming in. Third and 13 for Cincinnati at their own 36. They come out 4 wide. Johnson under center.
Here we go.
Johnson drops back, throws outside, caught by Austin down the sideline. Austin, one man to beat, and he's down at the 9. That's a 55-yard catch and run for Nick Austin all the way down to the 9-yard line. Finally run down by number 22, Lathan Ransom, the rookie safety out of Ohio State. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bengals at the Indianapolis 9-yard line. Nice play by Cincinnati. They come out in the I formation. Johnson to Rose. And that's Marcus Rose, the 4th-year back out of Washington. He gets down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 3. On the tackle there, number 52, Jared Bowles, the rookie out of San Diego State. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Bengals at the Indianapolis 6-yard line. Colts come out. Johnson in the shotgun.
Let's go.
Johnson to Renshaw. And on the carry, Jared Renshaw, the rookie out of Florida State, down to the 2-yard line, a gain of 4. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal for Cincinnati. As we're coming up on 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. On 3rd and goal, 4 receivers wide. Johnson under center. Johnson looking. Johnson in trouble. He rolls out. And he throws back across the Mosley. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 2-yard touchdown catch by Kedrick Mosley, the 9th-year receiver out of Eastern Washington. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this one up. And now the extra point by Luke Jones. The kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. 44 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. All right, just to give everybody a heads up, I had advertised it was a triple header today. But to be totally honest with you, I don't feel all that great. I'm battling allergies big time. I'm just going to do 1 game today. I'm struggling in this game, but I'll get through this one. My allergies are kicking my butt. We're tied at 7, 44 seconds left. Here in the first quarter, Jones will kick off. From the 3-yard line, Brown brings it back over the 20, 25. And on the return is Sean Brown, the 3rd-year running back out of San Jose State. And now Hudson Card comes back out to lead the offense for Indianapolis. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Card, the rookie out of Purdue. So the Bengals put a drive together to tie the game up. Indianapolis will start from their own 28. 4 wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Card draws back. Looking, throws outside. Caught by Stanley, the tight end. Kendall Stanley out to the 28. No gain. It's a catch for no gain. Kendall Stanley, the 7th-year tight end out of Stephen F. Austin. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. He was pushed out of bounds. That stops the clock with 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Colts come out. Card in the shotgun. Heads off to Lattimore up the middle, and Randall Lattimore just pushing his way out to the 41, a gain of 13. And an Indianapolis first down. The 8th-year back out of Ole Miss. On the tackle, number 29. That's Henry Jackson, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Texas. It'll be 1st and 10 Indianapolis in a tie ball game. And that's going to take us, it looks like, to the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, in the rain as we go to the second quarter. Colts and Bengals are tied at 7. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Colts at their own 41. Their second possession of the game. Colts come out. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield. Card in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Card draws back, steps up, throws deep, caught by Sanders coming across. Dean Sanders out to the 49. And that'll be a gain of 8. That's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Dean Sanders on the catch, the 4th-year receiver out of Oregon State. 7:40 and counting. Here in the first half, we're tied at 7. Colts come out. Card under center. Card fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws downfield, incomplete. He had a man in the area. He was looking for Colby Borky, the rookie tight end out of Fresno State, number 86. Overthrew him. It'll be 3rd and 2. $7:24 left to play here in the first half. Big 3rd down for the Colts at their own 49-yard line. Card in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lattimore goes out as a receiver. Card drops back, throws, dumps it off to Stanley coming across, and Kendall Stanley down to the 39-yard line, a gain of 12 to the big tight end. That's a first down for the Colts, down to the Cincinnati 39-yard line. Once again, we're just going to do one game today instead of 3. I'm struggling through this one. My allergies are just kicking my butt at the moment. It's that time of year here in the Nashville area. A lot of ragweed in the air. 1st and 10 from the Bengal 39. 4 wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Card hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore inside the 30. Down to the 26. A gain of 13. Another Indianapolis first down. Now tomorrow on the radio we have scheduled a baseball game. It's a late baseball game. It starts at 6 o'clock our time. So unless it gets rained out, I won't be on tomorrow. And I have a softball game on the radio on Tuesday. So after today, I won't be back until Wednesday. 1st and 10, Card to Lattimore. And Lattimore gets nailed for a loss of a yard back to the 27-yard line. Nathan Langford on the tackle, the 10th year defensive end out of LSU. And that'll bring up 2nd and 11. Overcast, rainy afternoon here in Cincinnati. Just a touch of fog, too. Just a little bit. It'll be 2nd and 11, 4 wide. Card in the shotgun. Card draws back. Throws near side, caught by Stanley. And Kendall Stanley to the 14. A gain of 13 yards. And that's another Indianapolis first down. As the clock ticks down to 5:41 left here in the first half. We're tied at 7, but the Colts are on the move. Coming up to make the tackle, number 28 for the Bengals. It must have been Henry Jackson, number 29. There is no 28. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Card in the shotgun. Card looking, throws near side, and he tries to throw a screen pass, but he missed terribly. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. He got pressured on that one. It'll be 5:25 left to play in the first half. Colts from the Bengal 14-yard line. Colts come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Card in the shotgun. Card looking, throws, and he was off on that one too. Looking for Kendall Stanley. Stanley turned outside. He threw inside. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10. 5:22 left. First half. Third and 10. Card in the shotgun. Card looking, rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Lattimore. And Randall Lattimore down to the 4. Gets the first down, a gain of 10. 1st and goal, Colts at the Bengal 4-yard line. Kim Phillips came up to make the tackle, number 23. The 3rd-year defensive back out of Duke. 1st and goal, Indianapolis at the Cincinnati 4-yard line. Colts trying to cash in again. They come out in the eye. Card. They pitch to Fields. Tries to get outside. He stumbles down at the 6. James Fields, the rookie out of Alabama on the carry, gets hit for a 2-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 6-yard line. He kind of stumbled on his own. And now it's 2nd and goal. Card in the shotgun. Card drops back. Card throws to the end zone and nobody home. There was nobody in the middle of the end zone there. He just threw it away. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6. I think the closest individual was Sean Brown, the running back. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6. Indianapolis comes out in the eye. Card under center. Card to Fields. And Fields gets taken down for no gain. Nathan Langford on the tackle. And that'll bring up 4th and goal. And Indianapolis is going to have to settle for a field goal. The Bengal defense makes a stop inside the 10, forcing Indianapolis into a field goal attempt. P.J. Burke will come on. This will be a 23-yard attempt to put the Colts up by 10, or Colts up by 3, excuse me. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. And the Colts lead at 10-7 with 3:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Live from Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. AFC Central matchup here today. Let's take a look at who they play next week. Cincinnati will be at Cleveland next week, and Indianapolis will host Philadelphia next week. P.J. Burke, actually Tony Caban, will kick off from the 3-yard line. Turner brings it back. Corey Turner over the 20 and brings it back out to the 27-yard line. That was actually not Corey. That was James Turner, the rookie out of Tennessee, on the return. 1st and 10 Bengals. They'll have it at their own 27-yard line. .348 left to play here in the first half. Indianapolis with a 3-point lead. Raining in Cincinnati. We've had a lot of rain here in the Nashville area over the past 4 days. Still raining here today. 1st and 10. Johnson under center. Mosley in motion. Johnson fakes the handoff, looks downfield, steps up, rolls out, and Johnson fires downfield, and it's caught on the sideline, but his foot was out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. The intended receiver was Kedrick Mosley. He had 1 foot out of bounds. And that'll stop the clock with 3:39 left in the first half. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bengals now at their own 27. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back, throws, and it's incomplete. He overthrew his target downfield. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 3:36 left here in the first half. And now on 3rd and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun, 4 wide. Mosley in motion. Johnson looking. Throws, dumps it off to Mosley. And Kedrick Mosley only gets out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 7. Well shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 3. And the Bengals are going to have to punt. In a situation like that, you've got to run the route past the marker. Back to punt, Jordan Finch for Cincinnati gets the punt away. And Brown from the 17 brings it back to the 18-yard line, Sean Brown. And that's where Indianapolis will have it, 1st and 10. 3:06 left to play here in the first half. The Colts up 10-7. A chance now for Indianapolis to go up by 2 scores here before halftime if they can. Again, we're just doing one game this afternoon, as I'm kind of struggling with my allergies here today. I'll get through this one. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. 4 wide. Card in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Card hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore gets nailed and he fumbles. And the Colts come up with it. Oh boy. That could have been disastrous. And no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. He was nailed by Harris. Logan Harris, the linebacker. But I think he recovered. It's actually the lineman, Perry, recovered the fumble. The right guard, Justin Perry. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line. Under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Colts with a 10-7 lead. Card in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Card drops back. Card throws near side. It's knocked down. broken up by the linebacker, Kevin Wilson, in his 6th year out of Maryland. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Colts. Nice play by Wilson, knocking that one down. That'll stop the clock. 2:35 left here in the first half. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 10 for the Colts. Card in the shotgun on 3rd down. Francis in motion. Card drops back. Throws outside. It's picked off by Holmes, who comes back with it. He could score. Lattimore's got the angle and gets him down at the 7-yard line. Taz Holmes, the rookie out of Nebraska, picks it off for the Bengals and brings it back to the Indianapolis 7-yard line. A mistake by Hudson Card, allowing Taz Holmes to get the pick. And now let's see if Cincinnati can capitalize. They'll have it 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. In fact, the Bengals can take the lead with a touchdown. So the rookie quarterback, Max Johnson, out of North Carolina, comes back out. 2:27 left. We'll probably have the 2-minute warning after this play, in all likelihood. First and goal from the 7. Bengals come out. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun. And somebody jumped. That's McKinley, number 92. Or McQuillan, excuse me. Tommy McQuillan. In his 9th year out of Tennessee. The defensive end. Half the distance to the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bengals now at the 3. Bengals try to capitalize off the pick. See if they can take the lead. The Colts at 5-4, the Bengals at 3-6 coming in. 1st and goal from the 3. 4 wide. Johnson under center. Johnson drops back, looking, rolls out. He's going to take off, and he slides at the 1. It's not where you end up, it's where you start the slide. That's how they rule that. So it's not a touchdown. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 1. He should have just ran into the end zone and not slid. He would have scored. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Colts up 10-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. 2 minutes left in the first half as the Colts lead the Bengals 10-7, but it's 2nd and goal for the Bengals at the Indianapolis 1. Bengals trying to punch it in. On 2nd and goal, Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking. Johnson throws back the end zone to Curtis. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Isaac Curtis, the 8th-year receiver out of the University of Washington. A 1-yard touchdown catch in the back of the end zone. And he was close to the end line, but he was in. And the Bengals take the lead 13-10. They capitalize off the pick. And now the extra point by Luke Jones. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. And the Bengals lead it 14-10. 1:57 left to play here in the first half. We're live from Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. That's the Ohio River just outside the stadium. And across the river is Covington, Kentucky. Little geography lesson there for you. I've been to that area a couple of times. I've seen some Cincinnati Red games over the years. A road trip to Cincinnati from Nashville, about 4 to 5 hours. There's the kick. 2 yards deep. Holmes brings it back out over the 20 and out to the 25-yard line. Aaron Holmes on the return, the rookie out of Iowa. 1st and 10 Colts. 1:54 left. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Let's see if Indianapolis can get a score before halftime. Bengals lead it 14-10. The Colts and the Steelers currently tied for first place in the AFC Central. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 4 receivers set wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Card drops back. Sets up a screen pass to Lattimore. Turns upfield. Lattimore gets the first down. He's off to the races. They're not going to catch him. 75 yards. Touchdown on a screen pass to Randall Lattimore. It takes Indianapolis 1 play, and they retake the lead. That didn't take long at all. A 75-yard touchdown catch by Randall Lattimore, the 8th-year back out of Ole Miss. He just took a swing pass and took off. Outran everybody. He had some good blocking downfield that sprung him. And once he was in the secondary, he was gone. And now for the extra point, P.J. Burke. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. And the Colts retake the lead, 17-14 with 1:42 left here in the first half. Here at Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. We had a couple of NBA games earlier this afternoon. If you want to check them out, they've been archived to YouTube. They're also in the video section. The Bulls beat the Jazz, and the Hawks beat the Suns. Tony Caban, the 6th-year punter out of Miami, will kick off. 1:42 left in the half. There's the kickoff. Be fielded by Turner at about the 5-yard line. Brings it back. And James Turner brings it back to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Bengals will have it with 1:37 left in the half. They have 3 timeouts. Let's see if they can score again before halftime. I believe the Bengals get the second half kickoff, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. First and 10, Cincinnati from their own 25. Bengals come out 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun.
Here we go. Red 38.
Johnson drops back. Looking, steps up, throws, dumps it off to Granger. And Eric Granger gets out to the 36, a gain of 11. Bengals in the hurry up. On the tackle, Jared Bowles, the linebacker. On 1st and 10, 4 wide. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson gets sacked back at the 30-yard line. Mike McKinley on the sack. A loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16. The Bengals in the hurry up. Coming up on a minute left in the half. 4 wide. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson, he's going to take off. And Johnson gets out to the 41. And the Bengals take a timeout. It's an 11-yard gain. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for Cincinnati with 58 seconds left to play here in the first half. Colts lead it 17-14. Rookie quarterback Max Johnson out of North Carolina. Bengals first round draft pick. On 3rd and 6 from the 41. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Throws down the middle. Incomplete. He overthrew everybody. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the ball back with 55 seconds left. Well, there's rumblings in the NFL that the Bengals could be on the move. The Bengals lease with Hamilton County and Cincinnati for the stadium runs out after this season. The punt will get inside the 5 and be down at the 4-yard line. Nice punt by Jordan Finch. The Bengals are not currently happy with their stadium situation. And their lease, like I said, runs out after this season. They could go somewhere else. That's just the nature of the NFL, though, Evil Dead. One of the locations, though, that's cropping up a lot is Chicago. And the reason being, negotiations are stalled with the Bears over a new stadium due to financing. But you throw another team in Chicago to help with financing? That could work. 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line. Card fakes the handoff. Card rolls out. And Card throws deep all the way across the field, but he's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver was for the Colts was number 86, Colby Borky, the tight end. Easy for me to say. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 4-yard line. LA has 2 teams. New York has 2 teams. Chicago, they could have 2 teams. 2nd and 10, Card to Lattimore. And Lattimore is going to lose a yard back to the 3-yard line. Timeout has been called. And the Bengals call the timeout there. It'll be 3rd and 10. They want the ball back. 36 seconds left here in the first half. You bring in a second team into the mix, and now you can finance a stadium in Chicago. If I'm a betting man, I believe that's it's going to end up happening. 3rd and 10 from the 3-yard line. Card under center. Card to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 5, a 2-yard gain. And the Bengals take a timeout again. That's going to leave them with 1 timeout. 32 seconds left in the half. Colts lead it 17-14. But to your point, Evil Dead, yes, it would be a shame. Jerry Jones, I'm not a fan of his, but Jerry Jones says something telling a couple of years ago when this issue was first brought up about the Bengals, because they knew 3 years ago that this was going to happen. It could happen. It could happen. Tony Caban back to punt. Gets the punt away. Caught at the 50. Turner brings it back. And James Turner out to the 35-yard line. 24 seconds left. The Bengals might be able to kick a field goal here before halftime. Tie this one up. They got to get a little bit closer. A couple of years ago, when they knew this was going to come up in 2026, Jerry Jones says, hey, it's just the future of the NFL. Teams are going to migrate where the population and the money is. It was a telling statement. These smaller markets like Cincinnati, they could get forced out. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun, 4 wide. Johnson back. Johnson looking. He's going to take off. And Johnson down to the 25, a gain of 10. And now the Bengals are in field goal range. They'll probably wind the clock down and then just kick the field goal. They take their final timeout with 10 seconds left in the half. And they'll try to tie the game up. I could see a second team in Chicago But a place like, well, even the Bay Area, San Francisco had 2 teams for the longest time. But a team like, say, Seattle or Miami or Tampa Bay or Baltimore, well, you can say Baltimore and Washington's a 2-market team or 2-team market. But not every market can handle 2 teams. I'm surprised too, to be honest with you. 2nd and inches from the 25. They're going to try a field goal. 42 yards. Luke Jones. Kick is up. And it's good. And the Bengals tie it up with 7 seconds left in the half. The Jaguars survive for the same reason the Titans survive. It's more of a regional team than it is one city. The Titans draw from all over Tennessee. And the Jaguars do the same throughout northern Florida and southern Georgia. And now Jones will kick off. 2 yards deep. Holmes brings it back over the 15, 20, 25. And Aaron Holmes brings it out to the 29. 2 seconds left in the half. We're tied at 17. We got a good ball game here. The funny thing about Jerry Jones bringing that up, he's okay if there's 2 teams in Chicago, but he'll fight tooth and nail before an NFL team goes to San Antonio. He considers San Antonio cowboy country. A bit hypocritical there. 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll just take a knee, go to halftime, and they do. Your halftime score, the Colts 17, the Bengals 17, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. We're tied at 17 as we start the second half. The Colts and the Bengals. The Colts at 5-4, tied with the Steelers atop the AFC Central. The Bengals at 3-6, 2 games back. Yeah, they are. Well, when it comes to merchandise and stuff like that, yes, the Cowboys are number 1. The thing about the Cowboys, you either love them or hate them. There's the kick. Holmes from the 2-yard line over the 20, 25. And Aaron Holmes brings it out to the 27-yard line. The 3 teams in the NFL that sell the most merchandise, in order, it's Dallas, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh. Those are the 3 when it comes to merchandise sales. And you know who comes in 4th? Surprise, surprise. The Raiders. Yeah, but he can't leave well enough alone. That's what drove Jimmy Johnson out. He interfered too much. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Card under center. Card looking. Card throws. Gets it out to Sanders. And Dean Sanders out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. We're tied at 17 here in the third quarter. Yep, those are the 4 biggest sellers in the NFL when it comes to merchandise. Cowboys, Packers, Steelers, and Raiders. But you could argue that the Packers and the Steelers have a national fan base too. when the Packers and the Steelers come to town here in Nashville, there's more Packer fan and Steeler fans in the stands than Titan fans. 2nd and 2 from the 35-yard line. Same holds true when the Cowboys come here. Card under center. Card, play action, rolls out, throws, gets it out to Lattimore. And Lattimore out to the 36-yard line, a gain of just a yard. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Jay Charles, the linebacker, the rookie out of Tennessee State on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1. You know what team sells the least merchandise nationwide? Jacksonville. 3rd and 1 from the 36-yard line. 5 wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Card looking. Throws. Gets it out to Stanley. A flag is down. And Stanley gets out to about the 43-yard line. This may be coming back. Or not. Holding on the Colts. Justin Perry, the right guard, that negates the first down. It'll back him up. It'll be 3rd and 11. Indianapolis from their own 26. Five wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Card draws back. Card looking. Rolls out. Throws deep. And Card to Hill. James Hill. All the way down to the 5-yard line. 69 yards. James Hill. It'll be 1st and goal, Indianapolis from the 5. He very nearly scored. The 6th-year receiver at Louisiana Tech. Finally brought down by Trayon Taylor, the 5th-year safety out of Connecticut. It's a long play for no touchdown, but they get down to the 5. 1st and goal. 6:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Indianapolis tried to retake the lead. Card in the shotgun. Card hands off to Lattimore. Touchdown, Colts. A 5-yard touchdown run by Randall Lattimore. And the Colts go up 23-17 with 6:31 left here in the 3rd quarter. Didn't take the Colts long to drive downfield and get the go-ahead score. And now P.J. Burke will come on for the extra point to put the Colts up by 7. Snap, kick is up. Looks good. Is good. Indianapolis leads at 24-17, 6:31 left here in the 3rd quarter. We're live from Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. I'm pushing through my allergies here this afternoon. I'm just going to do one game today. It hit me hard today. You'd think with all the rain we had, it would wash all the pollen out of the air, but for some reason, I'm just really stuffed up and everything today. Tony Caban will kick off. From the 3-yard line, Tyler over the 20, 25, and Corey Tyler out to the 29-yard line. The 5th-year receiver out of Florida. 6:28 left here in the 3rd quarter. Colts up 24-17 as the Bengals come back out. Well, at least this was not a blowout like we had a few games ago. What was that? Friday night we had 3 blowouts in a row. where the losing team each only scored 3 points. That was something else. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. 4 wide for the Bengals. Johnson in the shotgun. Boone in motion. Johnson drops back, throws, caught by Boone. Out to the 34, a gain of 5. Jake Boone, the rookie out of Miami, the wide receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Clock is moving. We're coming up on 6 minutes left in the third quarter. 2nd and 5. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Eric Granger makes his way out to the 38, a gain of 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. On the tackle, Jared Bowles, the rookie linebacker out of San Diego State. 3rd and 1 for Cincinnati. Four wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Curtis. And Isaac Curtis to the 48. A gain of 14. And a Cincinnati first down. Into Indianapolis territory. Tell you what, this one's starting to go back and forth. It's been that way all afternoon. 1st and 10, Bengals at the Indianapolis 48-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and Eric Granger out to the 39. And that'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 1. James Gaddis, the linebacker, finally made the tackle in his 5th year out of Colorado State. .440 and counting, 2nd and 1. In the offset eye, Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Granger gets nailed, but he does gain a yard out to the 40-yard line. Bowles came up and made the tackle. The linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Bengals. 4:20 left here in the third. On 3rd and 1. Bengals come out in the I formation. Johnson to Granger. And Granger, no gain. He does not get the first down. Coming up to make the tackle, Eric Pigram, the safety, in his 9th year out of Montana. And that'll bring up 4th down for Cincinnati. Decision time for the Bengals. They might go for it. We'll see. Nope. They're gonna. Are you kidding me? They're gonna try a 57-yard field goal. Luke Jones, and it's blocked. The Colts block it. They probably would have missed it anyway. Lathan Ransom recovers it. It was blocked by Clifton Armstrong. So the Bengals come up empty, and the Colts are going to get great field position as Hudson Card will come back out. I don't think he would have made that anyway. The Colts would have had the ball at their own 46 anyway. 1st and 10, 3:37 left here in the third quarter. Bad decision by the Bengals. I would have punted. And the Colts now with a chance to make it a 2-score game. Card in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Card to Lattimore. And Lattimore picks up a yard to the 47. And that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Kevin Wilson on the tackle in his 6th year out of Maryland. .317 and counting here in the third quarter. 4 wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Card to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore gets out to midfield. A gain of 3. And that should bring up 3rd and 6. Jarrell Green on the tackle. In his 7th year out of Syracuse. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Colts from midfield. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Colts come out 4 wide. Card in the shotgun. Card draws back, throws, and his receiver fell down. He was looking for Colby Borky. Actually, I'm sorry, he was looking for Lattimore. He fell down, making his cut. It'll be 4th down from the 50-yard line. Tony Caban back to punt. So the Colts come up empty. Caban gets the punt away. And it's out of bounds at the 15. Not a bad punt. And that's where the Bengals will take over. 1st and 10. 2:36 left here in the 3rd quarter as Max Johnson, not the best stats in the world. 9 of 14. 113 yards. But the Bengals are in striking distance, down by 7. 2:36 left here in the 3rd quarter. Bengals come out 1st and 10 from the 15. Johnson under center. Johnson looking, throws, caught by Mosley, and Kedrick Mosley out to the 31, a gain of 16. And that'll be a Cincinnati 1st down. The 9th-year receiver out of Eastern Washington, Kedrick Mosley, picks up the 1st down. First and 10. Bengals from their own 31. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Eric Granger makes his way. Well, he's still not down. He breaks a tackle. He's going to be gone. He was not down by contact. 69 yards. Touchdown, Granger. The Colts let up. He wasn't down. And it's a 69-yard touchdown run by Eric Granger. And the Bengals can tie it up. You've got to play to the whistle. They never blew the whistle. He wasn't down by contact. Heads up play by Granger. 3rd year back out of UCLA. And now the extra point by Luke Jones to tie this one up. Kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 24. 1:54 left to play. We're in the 3rd quarter. Live from Pig Horse Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. One of those freak plays. So the Bengals get away with one. They catch the Colts off guard and get a touchdown. And now the kickoff. And that'll be fielded by Holmes. Brings it out. Aaron Holmes over the 20, 25. And he brings it out to the 29-yard line. And that's where the Colts will have it. 1st and 10. 1:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Hudson Card comes back out. As I said before, this one going back and forth. We're now tied at 24. Indianapolis currently tied with Pittsburgh atop the AFC Central at 5-4. The Steelers play later this week. I forget offhand who the Steelers play. Let me look it up. I'll tell you after this play. 1st and 10 from the 29. Card looking. Card got hit as he threw. Incomplete. The Steelers host Pittsburgh later this week. The Steelers host Baltimore later this week. I said they host Pittsburgh. They host the Ravens. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. 1:47 left. Here in the third. 4 wide for the Ravens. Gosh, I'm all off. 4 wide for the Colts. Card. Play action. Throws. Caught by Sanders. Out to the 43-yard line. I'm seeing teams that aren't here. A 14-yard gain to Dean Sanders, the 4th-year receiver out of Oregon State. It's that allergy medicine messing me up. First down, Colts. First, I said the Steelers host Pittsburgh. And then I called the Colts the Ravens. 1st and 10 for the Colts at their own 43. 1:22 left in the third. Card to the shotgun. 1st and 10. We're tied at 24. Card to Lattimore. A draw play out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. Make it a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Kevin Wilson, the linebacker, on the tackle. As we're down to a minute left here in the third quarter. Colts come out. Card under center. Card to Lattimore. And Lattimore makes his way to the 47. And that'll be a gain of 6. He'll be just shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd inches. On the tackle that time, Logan Harris, the other linebacker. Down to 30 seconds left in the third. 3rd and inches for the Colts at the Bengal 47. 4 wide. Card draws back. Throws down the middle, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Knocked down by Logan Harris. It'll be 4th down. And the Colts are going to have to punt, as that will stop the clock with 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. In the rain here in Cincinnati. And now Tony Caban will come on to punt. Caban bobbles it, and it's blocked. The Bengals block it. It's recovered by Toscano. But who blocked it? Who comes flying in there? Number 21. And that's Mario Smith, the 9th-year safety out of Wisconsin. Sam Toscano, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Tulsa, recovers the loose football. And now the Bengals, off the block punt, will have it at the Indianapolis 40-yard line with 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Major opportunity now for the Bengals to take the lead. Johnson, 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw. Johnson looking, throws. Caught by Austin, wide open. Nick Austin down to the 15, a gain of 25. And that will do it for the third quarter. We're tied at 24 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back. Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, in the rain. Here in Week 10. We're tied at 24 as we start the fourth quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Indianapolis 15-yard line following a block punt. Bengals trying to capitalize and take the lead. The Bengals are 3-6, but they're only 2 games out of first place. Anything can happen. Granger on the carry to the 14-yard line, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Steelers and Colts are 5-4. The Browns are 4-5. And the Bengals are 3-6. So the Browns are 1 game back, and the Bengals are 2 games back. And we have 6 weeks left after this week. Anything can happen down the stretch. 4 wide for the Bengals. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson to Granger. Inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. James Gaddis on the tackle. We're in the fourth quarter. 7:15 and counting. Bengals trying to take the lead. They come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Throws to the end zone. Austin, touchdown, Cincinnati. An 8-yard touchdown catch by Nick Austin, the 10th-year tight end out of Texas. And the Bengals take the lead 30-24. And now Luke Jones will come on for the extra point to put the Bengals up by 7. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead it 31-24. Still a lot of time left. 7:02 left here in the fourth quarter. Here at Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week 10. It's been a good one. A lot of offense. We've also had some sloppy moments. There's been some picks and block punts and block field goals and all that. And with 7:02 left, the Bengals will kick off, now up by 7. Can the Colts retaliate? There's the kick from the 3-yard line. Brown brings it back. Sean Brown over the 15. And Brown brings it out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Indianapolis will take over. Sean Brown in his 3rd year out of San Jose State. And now Hudson Card, the rookie out of Purdue, will come back out to lead the Indianapolis offense. The Colts started 3-0. They've gone 2-4 since. From the 29, 4 wide, Card in the shotgun. Sanders in motion. Card draws back. Card throws outside to Lattimore. Turns upfield. And Lattimore out to the 40-yard line. The gain of 11. Kim Phillips came up and made the tackle for the Bengals. But it's a first down for the Colts. 6:51 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Phillips in his 3rd year out of Duke on the tackle. We're in the fourth quarter. In a game that's gone back and forth, the Bengals lead the Colts 31-24. 6:50 and counting here in the fourth quarter. 4 wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Card to Lattimore. And Lattimore out to the 49, a gain of 9. Before being tackled by Trayon Taylor, the 5th-year safety out of Connecticut. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 1 from their own 49-yard line. 6:25 and counting. Colts trying to tie it up on this drive. This one is setting itself up nicely for overtime. We could have it the way it's going. 4 wide. Card under center. Card to Lattimore. Picks up the first down into Bengal territory. Down to the 43-yard line, a gain of 8. And Randall Lattimore closed the end on 100 yards on the day. He's at 81 currently. Needs 19 more. Logan Harris, the linebacker, on the tackle. .550, clock is moving. 4 wide. Card in the shotgun. Card back. Throws. And it's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up by Kim Phillips. Sean Brown, the intended receiver, down the sideline. And that'll stop the clock with 5:42 left. And the Colts are lucky that wasn't picked off. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Bengal 43-yard line. Colts come out, 3 to the near side. Card in the shotgun. Card draws back, throws down the middle, caught by Eric Francis. And Francis to the 39, a gain of 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. .5:25 and counting. Big 3rd down for the Colts. 3 to the near side. Card in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Card throws outside to Brown. And Brown steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2. Sean Brown, you got to know where you are. You got to know where that sideline is. It'll be 4th down. Let's see if the Colts go for it. On 4th and 8 with 5:10 remaining. They may punt, and yep, they're going to punt. Trust their defense. Tony Caban gets the punt away. He shanked that one out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A 21-yard punt by Caban. And the Bengals would take over at the 20-yard line. So Max Johnson comes back out to lead the offense. The Bengals can actually put it away here. If they get another score, they can make it a 2-score game. Rain has picked up a little bit here in Cincinnati. A dark late afternoon. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Bengals come out in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Johnson fakes the handoff. Throws deep. Caught by Isaac Curtis. Out to the 45. A 25-yard gain by Curtis. 1st down Bengals. Tell you what, we've had a lot of upsets this week already. The Chiefs upset the Raiders. Eagles upset the Redskins yesterday. The Buccaneers upset the Bills yesterday. Miami barely hung on to beat Detroit. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line, 4 wide. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and Eric Granger to the 43, a gain of 12, and another Cincinnati 1st down. And the clock is moving. The Bengals can eat up more time. 4:18 and counting. Coming up to make the tackle, Aaron Holmes, the defensive back for the Colts, along with number 22. And that's Lathan Ransom, the rookie safety out of Ohio State. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line, 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson to Granger, and Granger gets a 1st down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 11. Bengals are just pounding the Colts now. Under 4 minutes left. Excuse me. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Bengals in the I formation. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger around the outside. And Granger to the 29-yard line. Adam Cox on the tackle. A gain of 3 to be 2nd and 7. Cox in the 7th year out of Iowa. Under 3 minutes to play. 2-minute warning up soon. Bengals in the shotgun. 2nd and 7. Johnson to Granger up the middle, and Granger picks up 4 yards to the 25. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3 as Mike McKinley makes the tackle. The 10th year defensive tackle out of Iowa. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 25. This should be the last play before the 2-minute warning, I would expect.
Here we go.
Johnson back. Throws, and it's incomplete. That'll stop the clock. And that's going to bring up 4th and 3. 2:08 left. And the Bengals will kick a field goal. It'll put them up by 2 scores. This will be a 42-yard attempt by Luke Jones. Right before the 2-minute warning. Jones from 42. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. And the Bengals go up by 10, 34-24 with 2:04 left. I think it does, to be honest with you. However, we've seen comebacks before. I always go back to that game about, it was about 6 or 7 seasons ago. The Rams were playing the Lions. The Rams were up 17 with 3 minutes left, and the Lions scored 21 in the last 3 minutes to win that game. So anything's possible. Jones will kick off. From the 5, Brown brings it back over the 20, 25. And Sean Brown, nice return as we hit the 2-minute warning. Bengals up 34-24 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back, Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. The final 2 minutes of this one. I tell you what. Had he returned that for a touchdown, this would have really got interesting. 1st and 10 for the Colts now at their own 46, 1:58 left. 5 wide. Card in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Card draws back. Card throws, caught by Hill. And James Hill out to the 46. A gain of 8. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. 3 receivers to the near side. Card under center. Card looking. Card throws, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. Broken up by Taz Holmes. He had a pick earlier today. That'll stop the clock. 1:41 left. They were looking for Kendall Stanley on that one. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. $1:41 left. Big 3rd down for the Colts. They'll probably go for it on 4th down if they have to. 3 wide to the far side. Card in the shotgun. 3rd down. Card fakes the handoff. Throws deep, and it's knocked down. The linebacker, Logan Harris, knocks it down. It'll be 4th down. This is ball game for the Colts now. 4th and 3. $1:36 left. This is ball game. They got to get a 1st down here. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. Card on 4th and 3. Card to Lattimore, and he gets stood up. No gain. Kevin Wilson and Jarrell Green are right there for the Bengals. It'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Cincinnati going the other way. The Colts will start using their timeouts. Again, we're only doing 1 game tonight. I just don't have the energy for 2 more games. My allergies are just kicking my butt. First and 10 from the 46. We'll be back on Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern. I've got games on the radio tomorrow and Tuesday night. First and 10 from the 46. 4 wide. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger up the middle, and Eric Granger bounces his way out to the 44-yard line. The Colts take a timeout, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. Colts have 2 more timeouts left. The Bengals are going to go to 4 and 6. And the Colts are going to drop to 5 and 5. The Bengals, we gave them up for dead a little while ago, a few weeks back, but now they're now in striking distance. They're only a game and a half out of first place, depending on what the Steelers do later. They can draw to within 1 game of the division lead. It's a weak division, obviously. On 2nd down, Johnson hands off to Granger, gets the first down, out to the 38-yard line. And the Colts take their 2nd timeout. That will pretty much do it. 1:23 left. The Bengals should be able to run out the clock, even with the Colts 1 timeout left. Indianapolis will drop to 5 and 5. The Bengals are now 4 and 6. That tightens up the AFC Central big time. Basically, you have all 4 teams now within a game and a half of each other, with 6 weeks to play and a little bit left over this week. 1st and 10 from the 38 in the I formation. Granger gets stood up. A 1-yard loss back to the 39-yard line. The Colts take their final timeout. Coles on the tackle for the Colts. Now Indianapolis out of timeouts. Seattle at New Orleans and Minnesota at Green Bay will be on Wednesday now. Second and 11. They come out in the victory formation. Johnson under center. Johnson will take a knee. And that should tick under 40 seconds. 1 more snap and that ought to do it. Another upset. We've had a lot of upsets this week. And we'll just add that one to the mix. And now we're under 40 seconds. Johnson takes a knee. And the Bengals, they don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. And to be honest with you, well, they could punt. They're up by 10. A punt's not going to hurt them that much. I would just run it down. They're going to punt, though. Finch punts it away. And that's going to go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So the Colts are going to get 1 more play with 3 seconds left. I'm going to go take some allergy medicine again here in a second. I don't really sound like it, but I'm struggling. I am struggling here today. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. This will be the last play of the game. Card in the shotgun, barring a defensive penalty. Card back. Card throws into a crowd. Bouncing around. Ball game. Your final score, Cincinnati 34, Indianapolis 24. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. Good night.